Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
MPJ.
And we're coming back to you here in Phoenix, Arizona, having come back from Hawaii. And you can see there in the stats, current season number 1, the win-loss record, 2-10. We picked up a second win on the road there. In that last game against the Nemesis, Pete. We had 2 in a row out in Hawaii. Lost that first one 4-0. Thought, okay, here we go. Came back and had a big offensive game, 8-7.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, is it too early to start talking championship? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. So that's it. I don't have highlights from the game lined up.
Oh,
can you believe that? They didn't make it. They didn't make the flight. So I'm ill prepared this week. But it was a busy. Busy
I was going to say a week in Hawaii will do that to you.
Yeah. But let's
home a little scattered, but that's okay. It was a heck of a game.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a new hitting coach, and based on his recommendations, we made some changes to the lineup, and it paid off in a big way. So, good pickup of the hitting coach.
The Beewolves jumped out early with 1-0. I forget. I think the first or second inning. Then the Nemesis came around and scored 3, and then 4. And then we tied it. And then they scored 3 more, making it 7-4. And then we come back in 1 inning and got 4 more. Stayed up ahead 8. Got a little bit of weak pitching in the beginning of it with Deshaun LeVon.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the guys came in and kind of cleaned up and had a good close there by what's his name?
Was it Tats Belfour?
That's Smack Avery.
Smack Avery. Yeah,
although
right.
Belfort pitched too, I think. Yeah. So it was a team effort. It really was.
Yeah. Well, I think if I recall correctly, we had several pitchers. All of them pitched like 2 innings. So it was a platoon effort. That's for sure from the pitching staff.
Yeah.
But yeah, majorly impressed at how the. Like Tommy said, the Beewolves just kept battling back. They didn't go. I mean, it could have been another scenario. They did get out in front. They went up 1-0, and then very quickly, like you said, the Nemesis turn around and hang 4 on them, and it could have been very easy for them to go right back into the shell and here we go again. But they kept working, and they took a lot of good at bats. They made the pitcher, who was not a very good pitcher to start with, but they made him throw pitches. They were contented, not jumping on first or second pitches, making the guy throw 3, 4, 5 pitches every at bat. So that's what they need to continue to do. And if they do, I think they can turn this thing around. If they start falling back to trying to chase the first pitch, you're going to let pitchers go long. We talked about it before. The Beewolves have the most complete games pitched against them. I think 6 games. The starting pitcher has been able to go the full game. That's not a good stat for the Beewolves.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah,
we've got to put an end to that right now.
yeah, and Tommy touched on something in one of the earlier games too. Is that these Beewolves seem to have things lined up against them? They're playing first place teams. I don't think we've seen a losing team yet this year.
Yeah.
So their record is 2-10. By the same token, they're playing some pretty difficult competition. They're not playing any slouches.
No, yeah, we got the Jacks today, who are at the top of their division, and then we got the Burners in a couple of games, and we saw what they did to the Sirloins when we were down there.
Yeah, they just completely demolished them. And when you look at these Jacks, they're extreme contact specialists. You look at the power, 4 out of 6. Their ability to connect 6 out of 6. This is an offensive team, to be sure. And Hurley Bender's going to have his hands full.
He is. Hopefully he steps up and not back. But so that's kind of where we're at here. Looking to start the game off like Pete mentioned. The extreme contact specialists are 7-4. Beewolves 2-10. Working on it, folks are working on it. Looks like the starting pitcher for the Jacks is going to be Bella Miet Ball. So she doesn't really throw the ball very hard at all. She's got a little bit of movement on it, and she's fair at accuracy. So you wouldn't
Yeah,
think
again. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
so you wouldn't think she'd be all that great, but she's got a 1-0 record, and a 3.38 ERA with a 1.13 WHIP. So, you don't want to underestimate her.
Very true. And again, this is much like Marshmallow over on the Nemesis. We're going to have to make her throw pitches, not jumping on first pitches, because she looks like she can wear her out pretty quickly. And once she starts to falter, we could really take advantage of that. The Jacks, notable players, they've got Cracker in right field. He is locked in. He's got tons of power. His ability to connect is exceptional. Not a lot of speed. Again, the Jacks do not have a lot of speed on the base paths, but you don't need it if you're just jogging around the bases. So,
Yeah.
Cracker's hitting 440 with 5 home runs, Tom. Buffler at second base, again, power and connect, the ability to connect, just amazing. And no speed, but he's hitting 261 with 3 home runs. That's 8 home runs in the first 2 notable players. And then last but not least, Freely in left field. Lots of power. Great ability to connect. He's got about average speed. He's hitting 342 with 4 home runs. Their 3 notable players are bringing 12 home runs to the table. So, yeah. So it's going to be a test for Hurley Bender to keep the ball in the park.
It is. Yeah, Hurley Bender's going to have to play solid, too, because we got our rotation had to go through the relief pitchers a bit. So we want to see how far out Hurley can toss the ball. He's got an 0-3 record right now in the season with a 7.50 ERA. So he's looking to turn things around. As you know, Hurley puts good velocity on the ball. He makes that thing move like crazy, and he's really accurate. So we're hoping to see Hurley get his first win. He's of his 11 starts this season. And the other thing I was going to say, Pete, we're going to have the field is going to want to play back a little bit on some of these guys when they're hitting power like that.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head with what happened in our last game against the Nemesis. If Bender can go 7 innings and give that bullpen the ability to kind of rest, that would be a great thing. The notable players for the Beewolves, Lena Franco, she's locked in, and she's got great power, a great ability to connect, and speed. She's hitting 455 on the year with no home runs. We recently learned that she's not seeing the ball as well as she usually does, so her ability to connect has taken a step back, but she's still up 77 points. So Hanley Dexteris, the shortstop, no longer tense. He's played himself out of that. He's got about a little bit better than average power. His ability to connect and the speed he has on the base pass is very high. So he's hitting 240 with no home runs. And then you got Brad Biggs in left field, and he's got everything is slightly elevated. He's got better than average power, the better than average ability to connect, better than average speed. He's hitting 277 with 2 home runs on the season. So compared to the 12 over on the Jacks, we got 2.
Yeah.
Two home runs. So,
well, Biggs has turned things around a little bit for himself there, so it's good to see him make that notable players list.
Yes, he has. Yeah, I think didn't he hit the 3-run home run in the last game to make it 4-4?
That's true. I think you might be right there. You might be right. All right, looking at the starting lineup, Pete, we're going to go to the suggested lineup, see what the new assistant coach says for us. Back to the suggested lineup. The suggested lineup today is a totally different pitcher. No, I'm kidding. I got starting the order, Hanley Dexteris at shortstop. Billy the Boink in right field, who is locked in. Steve Monstour behind the plate again, Pete. He's thinking of sticking with Steve here. We got him. Steve is also locked in, and he's got good power against right-handers. Elora Franco at first base, who is locked in and feeling fit. Buster Biggs there in the left field, as per usual. Gina Torrance back at second base. He had Freddie Knox in that last game. He pulled Gina back in on this one, now that she's no longer tense. Bertha Banks at third base. And then center field the magical Moore man. And then on the mound, like you said, it is Hurley Bender, who's often referred to as Harley Bender by my partner here. And he throws the 4-finger, 2-finger, cut finger, the curveball, and the slider. And he has not pitched in his last 3 games, and I think we're getting ready to go down the field. Pete?
Yes, sir. Let's take a look at this Jacks lineup.
It is good to be back in Phoenix, this time for a night game. In
Red Rocks.
Yes, eastern edge of Phoenix.
Let's
Beautiful
bring
night.
them home a winner here. I don't think have the home fans seen a winner yet.
No, have not won
Yeah.
at home. Bender hasn't. Oh no, yeah, Bender's thrown at home. Bender hasn't thrown on the road yet.
All right, the Jacks have Cracker in right field, Freely in left field, Buffer at second base, Jackson at shortstop, and he's tense. He's hurt. Dazzler in center field, Upton at first base, Lift catching, Yamamoto at third base, and Mietbo Bella pitching. Coming up in the top of the first, Jack Cracker, Log Freely, and Huffley Buffler. Early Bender is going to take the mound for the Beewolves as we get this one underway. Low down dirty sliders. Have one, eat one, put it in your mouth.
Like, look at that power and contact.
Jack Cracker, the right fielder, hitting .440 with 5 home runs. Sitting there for the first pitch for a called strike. Cracker's got 15 RBIs this season. There's a smash. Oh, a little early dive by Dexteras. That's
Stops it with his,
error there.
stops it with his foot.
Log Freely, the left fielder, hitting .342. He's got 4 home runs and 9 RBIs. There's a man at first base. Again, these Jacks don't have a lot of speed, so they're not a real big threat to steal. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1-0. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. 1-1. That's over the outside corner for a called second strike. Freely's in the hole. 1-2. Ooh, that was close on the inside corner, but it's called ball. Evens up the count. 2-2. That's over the outside corner for a called third strike. 1 out. Huffley Buffler, the second baseman. He's hitting .261. 3 home runs, 8 RBIs on this season. Buffler watches that one come in. It's outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Count is evened up at 1. 1-1. Bean knockout coffee. Goes well with a low down dirty slider. That one's inside. Ball 2. 2-1. That's in there for a called second strike. 2-2. 1 out. In the top of the first. Swing and a miss. Holy cow. Bender is on a roll here with 2 quick Ks. 2 outs with a runner on first. Juice Jackson is rattled. Sitting .132 on the season with a home run and 2 RBIs. He anticipated that first pitch, but it was inside for a called ball. Ball 1. That's fouled off. Evens up the count at 1. 1-1. Jackson Beewolves, their first meeting of the season. That's in there for a called second strike. Bender is not wasting any time going after these Jacks hitters. That's fouled off. We'll re-rack it and do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man at first. That's a little high. Evens up the count at 2. Bender's throwing his 18th pitch here. That's fouled off along the first baseline, out of play. We'll reset and do it again. 2-2 with 2 outs. There's a shot to Gina Torrens and comes in. Makes the throw to first for the third out. What?
I thought she's going double play, and I thought, okay, there's already 2 outs.
No. Coming up in the bottom of the first, Hanley Dexteras, Billy LeBoink, and Steve Monstour going to take a first look at Bella Mietbol. Bella. Meet Bella. Dexteras hitting .240. No home runs and no RBIs.
Not bad for Hanley. Hanley's putting things back together here this season. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 to count. Second pitch is outside. He reaches for it, pushes it to the second baseman. Buffalo picks it up, throws him out. 1 down.
Yep, jumped on that second pitch again. Billy LeBoink hit .279, 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. I think it was maybe a LeBoink that hit the 3-run shot. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. There's a shot down the line, just foul along third base. That's to the second baseman. Buffler picks it up, makes the throw to Upton at first for the second out.
Two down. Steve Monstour's locked in, hitting 333 on the season. Pretty good. Swinging and miss that first pitch. He really wanted that one. 0-1 the count. Second pitch lofts in there. Ball 2 outside. 1 apiece to Steve Monstour. He reaches out and pushes that to this past the second baseman. He's going to get in there for a clean single. Dazzler picks it up in center field and gets it back to Buffalo.
There we go. All right, Monstour. Alora Franco hitting .455. No home runs and 2 RBIs. But she has been flirting at her first home run. Allen's low, ball 1. 1-0. That's into
Center field.
Center field for a clean single. Runners at first and second. I was
Okay. Buster Biggs, as we talked about before the game, hitting .277. Two home runs on the season. Sorry, choked on that one. Middle of the first inning, still no score. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 the count. Second pitch way up inside, ball 1, evened up. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Whoa! That one gets away. Oh, nope. She's got to go back. She gets back. Boy, okay. Alora Franco started going to third, almost got pegged. Everybody back where they were. Another pitch in there for a strike. 2 apiece with 2 outs. Bottom of the first, still no score. Inside ball 3, you got a full count to Buster Biggs. Let's see what happens here. That one's right over the plate. He hits that one foul. Still 3-2 the count. Swings, gets that one late. It goes to Buffalo at second base, who gets all the outs. 3 down.
Yep. Coming up in the top of the second, Razzie Dazzler, Downton, Upton, and Tough Lift. Bender threw 19 pitches in that first inning. He got 2 strikeouts and gave up a hit. Beewolves with 2 hits to the Jacks, 1, but still no score.
Razzie Dazzler hitting .405 with a home run. She's got good power. Bender throws pitch, swing and a miss for his 20th pitch. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. Top of the second, medium pressure situation. That one low away, and it makes it in there. 0-2 the count. He's quickly got two on Razzie. And he got Downton Upton on deck, waiting. That one's pulled down the left line, foul. Still 0-2 to Bender. Outfield's playing in the normal position. Skipper says lead him there. Good crowd on hand today. Ooh, curveball makes it just a little bit inside. 1-2 the count. She doesn't chase. Good hitter, Razzie Dazzler. Good patience. That one misses on the outside corner. Now we're evened up at 2 apiece. Here he goes. And her swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's his 3rd K, I think, Pete.
Yeah, 3rd K. And although he is racking up the pitch count, which I'm not.
Yeah. Good to see this man again. Downton Upton's hitting .400 on the season, starting in the left-hand batter's box. Hopefully he doesn't tag one on us here, though. He swings, gets that to left field. Buster Biggs underneath it. Pulls it in for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Tough Lift.
Tough Lift hitting .367 with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. Good power, good contact. Bender gets a signal from Monstour. Whips it in there a little high and inside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Top of the second. Still no score, Jacks Beewolves. That one's an outside corner strike. 1 apiece to Tough Lift. Hurley Bender. That one inside pushes right down the right side. In the top of the second inning, Hurley Bender is getting ready to throw his 30th pitch right here. Swing and a miss on a bad curve on the inside, and the lift goes down. He's racking up the K's, Pete.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Tina Torrance, Bertha Banks, and Magic Moore going to take their first look at Bella Mitgol, who threw 17 pitches and gave up 2 hits in the first inning. I'll tell you something. Bender's looking like he got charged up after that Nemesis game. He's throwing the ball like we haven't seen him.
Yes, sir.
Gina Torrance hitting .326, 1 RBI. Takes the first pitch. That's high. Ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a smash. That's between the first baseman and second baseman in the right field for a clean single, and Gina Torrance is standing at first. She's got speed.
She's often at first, Pete. Here comes Bertha Banks. Hitting only .174 on the season, but hoping to see something good from Bertha here. First pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. A lot of speed at first base there. Second pitch is a strike. 1 apiece. There goes Torrance for second. The swing. Uh-oh, it's hit and run. Oh, no. Oh, she gets caught out. Double play. You know what? She stopped up, thought he was going to catch it. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway.
Magic Moore to it. 200.
Hitting into those double plays all the time.
Yeah. That jumps on the first pitch, and that's a fly ball to right field. Cracker gets under it and makes the catch for 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down. Yo-Yo Yamamoto, Bella Meatball, and Jack Cracker. Curly Bender's thrown 30 pitches going into the 3rd inning. He's got 4 strikeouts and given up 1 hit.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Yo-Yo Yamamoto.
Yamamoto's hitting 300 with 1 RBI. Swing and a miss. Yamamoto's out in front of that one. 0-1. Top of the 3rd, no score. There's a pop fly ball down the line, and that's foul. Just curves foul. And Yamamoto's in the hole. 0-2. Allen's outside. Ball 1. 1-2 to Yamamoto. That's fouled off along the first baseline. Yamamoto gets another pitch. Yamamoto playing 3rd base for the Jacks. Swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes. Bender is just chewing up this Jacks lineup here. Bella Meatball, the pitcher, has got no batting average. She doesn't have a lot of power, but she's a little bit better than average ability to connect. Fouls that one off straight back out of play. No balls, 1 strike. That's in there for a called 2nd strike. 0-2. Meatball behind in the count. Allen's low. Ball 1. 1-2. Bender delivers. Fouled off along the 3rd baseline. We'll do it again. 1-2. Allen's fouled off again along the 3rd baseline.
She's really hitting it though. I mean,
she's got good the ability to connect for a pitcher. Over to Bertha Banks at 3rd base, who makes the catch and throws it to Franco to retire. Meatball, 2 outs. And Jack Cracker, the left fielder, he's 1 for 1 with a single. He's locked in and fit. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Bender's up to 19 strikeouts on the year. Oh, that's a shot into center field for another clean single for Cracker.
Now batting, the left
Log
fielder,
Freely.
Log Freely.
The left fielder steps in. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Cracker at first base has poor speed. Freely watches that one go by for a called strike. Strike 1. Freely lets that one go by for another called strike. 0-2. Freely in the hole. 2 outs with Cracker at first. Allen's outside, and Freely almost went for it, but was able to lay off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh, a little low. Count has evened up. 2-2. Freely waits, and there's a shot, and that looks like it's going deep, Tommy. That's going. That's gone. That is out of the building. That is so far gone. Log Freely has left the building 464 feet. That's Freely's 5th home run and his 10th RBI of the season. And the Jacks take a 2-0 lead in the 3rd inning.
With 2 outs.
With 2 outs. Huffley Buffler, the 2nd baseman, is in there. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Bender's up to 49 pitches in the 3rd inning. There's a shot just foul along the first baseline. And Buffler's in the hole. 0-2. That's fouled off along the first baseline. Still 0-2. 2 outs. That's in there for a called 3rd strike. You watch that one go by. But the Jacks do a little damage. They put 2 on the board. Jacks with 2 runs and 3 hits. Beewolves, no runs, 3 hits. Hurley Bender, Hanley Dexteris, and Billy Boink going to take another look at Bella Meatball. She's thrown 24 pitches. First 2 innings. Hurley Bender.
Bender up. First at bat. They're playing over. Good power for a pitcher. Takes the first pitch right in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Second one he pops up, and that will be caught by the 3rd baseman, waving him off. Yamamoto.
1 out. Dexteris is tense again.
He just can't get a single, did he?
I think so. jumps on that first pitch, which is fouled off along the third baseline. 0-1, 1 out in the bottom of the third. Takes that pitch for a called ball. Ball 1. That's outside. Ball 2. 2-1 to Dexteras. There's a shot. Foul along the third baseline. Dexteras is just ahead of just a little fast on the pitches.
Oh.
That's a shot to Buffler at second base, who makes the catch for the second out.
Billy the Boink likes the high pitch. 0 for 1 on the day. Let's see if he gets a high pitch from Niet Ball. She throws the high pitch, but it misses. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Bottom of the third. Ball 2 quickly, and the Beewolves are hoping to put some offense together here, get back in this game. That one's high, but he hits it hard straight to Dazzler in center field. 3 down.
Okay. Juice Jackson 0 for 1. Razzie Dazzler 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and Downton Upton 0 for 1. Harley Bender is up to 52 pitches in the 4th inning. He's got 6 strikeouts and given up 3 hits. One of those happened to be a 2-run home run, Tommy. And that's the difference.
Jackson, the rattled player for the Jacks, waiting to see what Bender gets from Monstour. Delivers strike 1. Fastball on there. First pitch, top of the 4th inning. 2-0 Jacks over the Beewolves. Second pitch, swing and miss on the slider. Makes it in. He's 0-2. So Bender's got him here. Inside corner, that's going to go to Torrance. Who bobbles it for a second and then throws it to first in time. 1 out.
The center fielder, Razzie Dazzler.
Razzie Dazzler 0 for 1, making the bad jumps. The outfield's going to go, or the infield's going to guard the lines. The outfield's going to go deep, says the skipper. Hits that one down the line. That shows good. Top of the 4th, 1-1. Low pressure situation here. Bender looking for his second out. Monstour delivering the signal. Bender winds up, puts it in there, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 more for Bender, number 50. Looking at there, getting the right call, delivering. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pete, another K. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Downton Upton, 0 for 1 on the day, 381. I like me some Downton Upton, but I hope he goes 0 for 2 here. I'd rather see him do well elsewhere, Pete. Downton, class act, takes the first pitch in there. Strike 1. On the count with 2 outs. Bender wants to get out of this one. Throws his 61st pitch. Just misses up by the hands of Upton, who's in the left-hand batter's box. Waiting for his pitch. Swings and misses. Swings and tips that one off. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. And Bender wants to get him on 1 more. Swinging him a strike 3. And he goes down, Pete.
That's it. Steve Monstour, 1 for 1. Alora Franco, 1 for 1. Buster Biggs, 0 for 1. Bella Mitbiol has thrown 34 pitches and giving up 3 hits going into the 4th inning. I think the Beewolves hitters are going to have to start taking some more pitches. Just start letting it, let this, keep the bat still until the second strike.
Oh!
There's a shot to a diving shortstop who's able to stop the ball but not corral it.
You know when the ball goes...
What?
I say, you know when the ball goes right where you're aiming, though. That's the tough part. Alora Franco, 1 for 1 with a single. Monstour in first. So far, looking good offense here at the bottom of the 4th for the Beewolves. Franco takes the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 the count. Second pitch is high and inside. Ball 1, 1 apiece. Good patience there by Franco, who's locked in. Smashes that one, Pete. The game is tied. Maybe? No, it's off the wall. Oh, no. Okay. He's going to have to go back to first. He wasn't paying attention. Franco got to third. Or no, Franco got to first. All right, we're working on things here. We got a runner at third.
Biggs is tense, but he's 0 for 1 on the day. He got runners at first and third with no outs.
Oh,
why? I don't know how to base run.
So it was a sacrifice bunt, went down the right line, and Franco got tagged out coming home. Now I got 1 out with runners at first and second. Pitch in there to Torrance is a ball. 1-0 the count, bottom of the 4th. Still a good situation for the Beewolves. Strike 1, 1 apiece. Doesn't look like anybody's running. That one's right in there, and she smashes it to left field. Everyone's
Everybody
going
keep
around.
running,
Everybody's
keep
going
running,
around.
Keep running.
Oh, no. Oh, he's trying to go back. He's trying to go back. Okay, we get 2 outs. We got 1 run in. And I'm having trouble too, Pete. Called too many runners.
2 outs. Runner at third. But the Beewolves are on the board. 2-1. Bertha Banks with shot to the shortstop Jackson, who picks it up, makes the throw to Upton to retire the side. But the Beewolves get one, and again, Tommy, it's the base running bugaboo that comes back to haunt the Beewolves. Jacks 2, Beewolves 1. Tough lift. Yo-Yo Yamamoto and Bella Meatball going to come up in the top of the 4th. Tough lift is 0 for 1. He's hitting .355. No, top of the 5th. I'm sorry, top of the 5th. Bender at 63 pitches. Pop that one up behind home plate, not a play. Millballs, 1 strike to lift the catcher. He's a little low, 1-1. Tough lift. The catcher is hitting .355 on the season. There's a roller to Franco at first base. She's going to take it herself and makes the put out of tough lift. The catcher. Yo-Yo Yamamoto. At third base. Steps in, takes the first pitch for a called strike. I believe Yamamoto's 0 for 2 today. That's popped up along the first baseline in foul territory. Franco's there to make the catch. 2 outs. Bella Meatball. 0 for 1 in the day. Meatball is pitching, obviously, for the Jacks. That's popped up, and Dexteris is out. He's going to make the catch for the 3rd out. All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
That's good for Bender because he's been doing the strikeouts, which is great, but this was a quick one. Magic Moore, Hurley Bender, and Hanley Dexter is going to come up for against Bella Meatball, who's thrown 45 pitches and given up 6 hits. Magic Moore's 0 for 1, hitting .194 with a home run and 2 RBIs.
He's got good contact against left-handers. Meatball is one of. She puts the first one in for a strike. 1-1 the count. Second one's a low, ball 1 apiece. Bottom of the 5th, 2-1. Jacks. That one is smashed into center field, but it's a line drive in the glove of Dazzler again, Pete. Good hit.
Yeah, he got some good wood on it. It just carried far enough for Dazzler to get it. Hurley Bender's 0 for 1. Come on, Hurley. Base hit, brother. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's back to the pitcher who picks it up, makes the throw to Upton, and retires Bender. 2 outs.
Hanley Dexteris coming up 0 for 2. Dexteris got to turn things around. You're not sure why Dexteris looks tense again, but he can get out of it here. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 the count. Second pitch is high and inside, ball 1. Meatball throwing a 53rd pitch right here. It's a lofter, and he pops that one up into in the mid-center field, and again, Dazzler's going to pull that in and end the side.
Okay, going into the top of the 6th, Jacks holding on to a 1-run lead. They got with a score of 2-1. Jack Cracker, Log Freely, Huffley, Buffler going to face Bender, who's thrown 69 pitches. He's got 8 strikeouts on the day, Tommy, and giving up 3 hits.
Hopefully he can go for a 9, but the problem is Jack Cracker is locked in and fit. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles today, Pete. He's a dangerous man today, mein Freund. First pitch high and inside, misses. The outfield's going to go deep for Cracker here, who's shown he can hit the ball. Bender looking for the signal, 71st pitch. Low and inside and makes it. Strike 1 apiece. Top of the 6th inning, it's a 1-run lead by the Jacks. That slider goes just foul. It's a good effort by Franco to try and dive out and get it, but not too close. Ooh, lofted curveball misses high. 2 apiece. Bogus docs, creative bookkeeping, and pseudo-legal documents. Get your bogus docs today. Swing on the outside corner. That one goes over to Bertha Banks, who reaches over, grabs it, throws the first. Gets him. He's not going 3 for 3, Pete.
No, he's not.
Log Freely's 1 for 2 with the home run that put them ahead 2-0. So Log can hit the ball deep. The first pitch in there for a strike. Now the outfield's going to go deep to cover him, says the skipper. So they're paying attention. That one goes right to the glove of Franco. Line drive. 2 down. Duffy Buffler, 0 for 2, although he's been doing great at second base today. His first pitch, Bertha Banks stops it. Bender picks it up, throws him out. Way to get there early.
All right.
Or not early. Dexterous.
Bottom of the 6th. Billy LeBlanc, Steve Monstour, and Alora Franca. Meatballs up to 53 pitches and giving up 6 hits. Jack's holding on to a 2-1 lead. The Beewolves have out-hit the Jacks 6-3. Come on, Billy LeBlanc, let's go. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Hitting 267 on the year with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. Allen's ball low, 1-0. Allen's high, ball 2. It looks like Meatball might be suffering a little bit here. That's a shot foul along the third base line. 2-1. There's a smash again, just foul along that third base line. 2-2 with no outs. Oh, just got it in there on the high pitch and a called strikeout.
Steve Monstour locked in 2 for 2. Looking good, the Monster Man. First pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss. He was going for the fences on that one, Pete. He wanted to tie that one up. That one's strike 2 on the outside corner. Quickly 0-2. Hits that one hard to left field. It's going deep. Oh, off the wall. Dazzler misses it. Monstour's going to slide into second for a double. Good hit, Monstour.
Way to go, Monstour. Laura Franco's locked in and feeling fit. She's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. She's hitting 500, Tommy.
Come on.
500. Monstour standing at second. That first pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Allen's inside. Ball 1. Count is evened up. 1-1. Bottom of the 6th. Outside. Ball 2. Monstour at second. Franco in the box. There's a shot to the first baseman. Lays out, makes the catch, and he's able to get Franco out. But Monstour takes third.
Way to go, Downton Upton on that grab. Buster
Yeah, that
Biggs,
was a hot smash.
0 for 2 on the day with 2 outs. So he's got to be careful. Watch the first pitch in there. 0-1. Biggs looking a little bit tense. Hits that down the line, but that's going to get through, Pete. That's a fair ball. And he's going to hold up at first. He didn't have the speed there, but they get the run in, and this game is tied.
Tied up. Gina Torrance 2 for 2 with a triple, a single, and an RBI. Runner at first base has some speed. Pressure's up on Meatball. Wow, that was in there for a called strike. A little bit of a high strike zone there. Ooh, strike 2. 2 quick strikes. And that's up the middle into center field. Beewolves with Torrens with a single. Beewolves with a runners at first and second and 2 outs.
The pressure is on, Pete. Bertha Banks is...
Meatball's gone. And coming in is Elaine Munstar. Munstar has a 4.82 ERA with a 2.25 whip. She's got 8 strikeouts. She throws a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball and a curveball. And her stamina is less than Phil, so she looks like she may have pitched recently.
Bertha Banks not doing that well, but it's a high-pressure situation. She just needs a single here. Bottom of the 6th tied up. Swing and a miss, strike 1 apiece with 2 outs. Second one, she pushes that down the line. It's going to go straight to the shortstop, Johnson, who throws to first and gets her in time.
Come on, Bella, run!
We should have swapped her.
Well, coming up in the top of the 7th, Juice Jackson, Razzie Dazzler, and Downton Upton all 0 for the day. Dazzler and Upton with 2 strikeouts. Bender's up to 77 pitches.
Shortstop, Juice Jackson.
He may be looking for a seat soon.
Maybe.
But its ERA's down to 6.38 with a 1.21 whip. And he's got 22 Ks on the season. And that one's going to get him closer to 23. 0-1. That's a little inside. Ball 1. Jackson playing shortstop. That's popped up into foul territory. And LeBoy can't get there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jackson's rattled. He's hitting 125 with a home run and 2 RBIs. There's a shot to Dexteras. Picks it up. Double pumps. Makes the long throw to Franco to retire Jackson.
The center fielder.
Razzie Dazzler, the center fielder. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Hitting 386 with a home run and 4 RBIs. She's feeling neutral. There's a shot to Franco. Picks it up, makes the throw to Bender, who was covering for the second out.
Yeah, she knocked that one down.
She did. She got some hops, but couldn't corral it. But luckily, it just landed at her feet. She was able to pick it up and make the toss. Downtown, uptown is the first baseman is now batting. That's a fly ball into. Oh, just missed. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Downton Upton. He's hitting 364. That's popped up. Who's coming? Wait. Who's got it?
Yeah,
Gina Torrance is out there and got it. They gave me LeBoink or something, and I'm like, well, why can't I get... All right, coming up in the bottom of the 7th, Magic Moore, Hurley Bender, Hanley Dexteris, Elaine Munster threw 3 pitches in her brief appearance. The score is tied 2-2. We're going to need some production out of this part of the lineup. They're all 0 for the day. Magic Moore, the center fielder, he's hitting 188 on the season with a home run and 2 RBIs. Got some good wood at both times, but just wound up landing in the mitt of a Jack's player. The count is 1-1. And Monster hits into, Moore hits into left field for a clean single. There you go. You knew he was going to get one at some point.
You might want to pinch hit here, you think? Or?
Sure, because we're going to be in top of the 8th, so Bender's done a great job.
Yes, he has.
We're going to go ahead and
Bender's going to get the nod with much applause. Skipper's going to call for a pinch hitter. Looking through the lineup right now. Gives the signal to go ahead to Ruby Green. Haven't seen her in a while. Ruby Green's got good power and contact. She's also known as an RBI man with good pressure here. Looking to get what's his face to second base. First pitch misses in there. There he goes for second. The swing and the hit. It's the hit and run. He makes it to second, and the throw to first. They get her, but they move the runner, Pete.
Yeah, they did. So runner at second with 1 out. Hanley Dexteris is tense. It's 0 for 3 on the day. Come on, Hanley. A little hit here, brother. There's a bunt down the third baseline, and everybody's going to be safe.
What is she doing? Oh, my gosh.
I gave Dexteris a little bit of a speed burst, which started the run at third.
I got an achievement, small balling.
There you go.
Billy LeBoink here with 1 out, high pressure situation, bottom of the 7th, looking to get that run, and he gets it down the line. The shortstop stops it, and the run comes in, and everyone's safe, Pete, and it's a 3-2 game, Beewolves.
Yes, sir. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Steve Monster is 3 for 3 with a double and 2 singles. He's got power versus the right-handed pitchers. Takes that first pitch for a called strike. That's all right. That one's high. Elaine Munster is only at 12 pitches. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out for Monster, who just hit it deep and long and far and gone, Tommy. Gone. Steve Monster with a 3-run home run to really give the Beewolves the Steve Monster second home run, 407 feet and second RBI of the season. Way to go, Steve.
Oh, wow.
Franco.
2 for 3 of the season. Boy, it was a good pick there by the new assistant coach, Pete. Franco fans in that first one wanted to go for it. It's now a 6-2 game. Pops that one up. That's going to be the second out as Lift picks it up behind the plate. 2 down.
Okay, Buster Biggs, the left fielder, he's 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. He's hitting 280 on the season. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. 2 outs. He jumps on the first pitch, and that's a fly out to Cracker. Again, these Beewolves have to make sure they're not jumping on first pitch. Okay, so we've got L4, Rushmore, Winder, Avery. I think Dusty Winder has the most stamina. What do you think? Rushmore is also tense.
Yeah, I'd go with whoever has. Although it's the top of the 8th, they only need to go 1 inning, and we could bring.
Right. I'm going Dusty Winder. I think he's going to give us the best. He's locked in. He's got the most stamina of the 3 relief pitchers.
The most velocity, too. Yeah.
And so if he gets us through the 8th, and then we can bring in our closer. All right, coming up on top of the 8th, tough lift. Yo-Yo Yamamoto and Elaine Munster going to face Dusty Winder. Beewolves explode and wind up with a 6-2 lead in the top of the 8th. Tough lift.
It is a tough lift. Winder looking to Monstour for the signal. Winds up, makes his first pitch low. Misses ball 1. We'll know the count. Top of the 8th. You don't want to get too comfortable against the Jacks here. Second pitch makes it in there for a strike. 1 apiece. Tough lift standing back in the right-hand batter's box. Watch that slider miss outside. 2-1 the count. Low pressure situation. Swings and gets on that one to Magic Moore. Oh, scoops it. Couldn't quite grab it on the fly. Shoestring kicks it up, and tough lift makes it to first base.
The third baseman, Yo-Yo Yamamoto.
Yo-Yo Yamamoto. Hoping the Beewolves are hoping he's going to hit into a double play, but he won't. Tough lift's coming out. He's going to get a pinch runner. Bruno Adamo, who's got better speed on the bag. So Adamo's at first base there. So Winder's got to be careful. First pitch misses inside ball 1. Just keeping an eye at first base. Second pitch outside, strike 1. They're hoping to get this into a double play. Goes to first, doesn't get him in time. Good catch by Franco. Way to get him, stick him to the bag there. 1 apiece still. That 2-finger comes high and inside, makes it strike 2. 1-2 the count. Going either for the K. Ooh, check swing, and it just misses high. Ball 2. 2 apiece. Winder looking for the delivers. Goes outside. Oh, and we go. He gets the first. You know what? He instinctively went to first instead of second. He got that 1 run, but now they got a runner at second base. Elaine Munster's looking tense, and she's out. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter, Betty Sparks, who's got solid power, not great contact. The outfield's going to go deep on her. She likes that tough pitch. Or she likes the outside pitch, and she's a tough out. First pitch drifts outside. Ball 1's a count. Swing and miss, strike 1 on the inside corner. 1-1-1, top of the 8th. 6-2 Beewolves with a runner on second. Strike 2, 1-2 the count. But she is the tough out with only 1 out. Swing and miss, strike 3, Pete. There's their tough out. Way to go, Dusty Winder.
The right fielder,
Jack Cracker, 2 for 3 locked in. 453 on the season. He's a dangerous hitter. So Dusty Winder's got to be careful. He's getting ready to throw his 14th pitch. Inside misses. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Second pitch high and inside, but it makes it in there. Strike 1. 1 apiece. Great night for baseball, Pete. Great night. Winder whips it in there. That goes to Banks. It lets it get past. Oh, no. No, jeez. He's going to have to hold up. Banks missed that one. Should have had it. I was thinking if she dove, she would have dove out in front of it, you know?
Yeah.
Log
It's
freely.
one of those liners, you know?
Yeah. So now it's 6-3 Jacks. Winder's looking to get out of this inning. He's throwing his 18th pitch there. Oh, that one's hit deep to center field. Magic Moore going back. It goes over his head. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, Pete. He makes it to second base with a double. And another run scores.
No.
Huffley Buff. I could have jumped him, but I thought he had it. Doggone it. Huffley Buffer's looking tense. They got a runner at second base now. 6-4 Jacks. Pitch misses low and inside. Ball 1. And already Dusty Winder's getting to look a little bit winded. That one's high and inside. That's going back to LeBoink. And he jumps and couldn't get that one, Pete. And they got another run. Dusty Winder's going to have to take a seat. He's letting 3 runs in a row. Off of some outfield hits there. Juice Jackson is rattled and fit. And it's a 6-5 game. Jacks. And it looks like they're waving to the bullpen for Winder. And Smack Avery's going to come in a tough situation. He's got that forefinger of the curveball. He's got to put away one more runner. And it's a rattled batter. Fouls that one off hard down the right side. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. High pressure situation now. It's a 1-run game. That one's popped up. Monstour is waving him off. It's going to be the 3rd out, Pete. Woo.
Betty Sparks is leaving, and coming in is Kisha Mushara. Mushara is composed. She's got a four-seam, a two-seam fastball, and a changeup. Her junk and accuracy are suffering. She's tense, and her velocity is off. So if the Beewolves can be patient, they can probably get to Miss Mushara. Gina Torrens 3 for 3 with a triple. Bertha Banks 0 for 3, and Magic Moore 1 for 3. Going to face Mushara. Beewolves have out-hit the Jacks 13-7 and are holding on to a very slim 6-5 lead.
Yeah, they want to add some more to it if they can.
Yes.
Gina Torrens a good one to do it. Bruno Adamo's going to come out there. He was the pinch runner in the last one. Second base, Rob Glover. Pete, who we know from back in Santa Monica. Overdogs, he's playing now.
Wasn't Downton Upton and Rob Glover, weren't they on the same team?
No, Downton Upton was over in Fort Lauderdale for the Freebooters. Rob Glover was the Overdogs.
Okay, Glover's tense.
Keisha Mushara's already got not much left in her pitches. Throws the first one in for a strike. And Torrens hits that straight to the third baseman and over to Glover, 1 down.
Bertha Banks 0 for 3. Hitting 154 on the season. No home runs, no RBIs. She's had a horrible season. Mushara's thrown 2 pitches. Looks like we may get a pinch hitter for Bertha Banks.
But there's
unfortunately, I used Ruby Green. Otherwise,
oh yeah.
She's got.
She's gonna stay in.
Allen tie, ball 1-0. There's a smash into, and Dazzler. But she trapped it.
Yep.
Bertha Banks with a single. All right, Bertha.
Right.
Way to go.
Magic Moore up. 1 for 3 with a single. Good contact against left-handers, but unfortunately Mushara's a right-hander. Throws the first pitch high and inside. Misses, ball 1. 1 to the count with 1 out. Bottom of the 8th, the pressure's up. Whoa! Back out of that way there, Moore. That one's 2-0 the count. It looks like Mushara's missing a lot of her. Outside he reaches. That's going to be the double play. Jackson over to second and to first. Good run in there. And he beats it out, Pete.
Yes, sir. Smack Avery, the closing pitcher, is going to be Keisha Mushara is getting pulled for Chico Lapata, the closing pitcher. He's tense as well, but he throws a 4-seam fastball, a cut fastball, and a slider. Magic Moore's over at first. First one in is a strike. It's a hit and run, and the runner is safe at second, but they throw him out at first, so that's 3 outs. Coming up in the top of the ninth, Razzie Dazzler, Downton Upton, and Rob Glover. Glover's first at bat. Dazzler 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Downton Upton 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Smack Avery has thrown a couple of pitches. 2. Smack Avery has thrown 2 pitches. All right, here we go, folks. Let's line it up. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Dazzler, the center fielder. That's in there for a called second strike. Made a dazzling sliding catch. Watches 3 pitches go by and gets called out on strike. So 1 out, and the Beewolves move closer to their 3rd victory, Tom. Downton Upton 0 for 3 today. He's still dangerous at 348. He popped that one up in the shallow left field. Dexteris is out, makes the catch, 2 outs. And we're going to Rob Glover, who's tense, hitting 263 with no home runs and 3 RBIs.
Aww.
They're pulling Glover in favor of Clutch Corman. Clutch Corman, the pinch hitter, he's hitting .417 on the season with no home runs, 4 RBIs. He's got less than average power. He's a great contact hitter, and he's got less than average speed on the base paths. 2 outs. Smack Avery. There's a shot, and Gina Torrens. And she jumps it. Okay, she's able to knock it down, which keeps it from being an extra base hit. But he gets a single. Tying run is at first. The winning run's at home. Yamamoto 0 for 3 on the day. He's got good connection against left-handed pitchers. Yamamoto playing third base for get there, LeBoink.
Boink. You silly guy, you.
That was a high pop foul ball. Oh, and Torrance is going to get there.
Misses it.
Oh,
Torrance
no,
runs
no,
past
no.
it. She
Come
runs
on.
past the ball. And
You
the
gotta
runner
be
gets to
freaking
third.
kidding me.
Runners
Give
in
me
the
a
corners.
break.
She ran around it in a circle. Oh, no. It's all falling apart.
I know. Oh, come on. Pinch hitter Chico Lapata is getting pulled for Batch Wilson, center field. A center fielder. He's pinch hitting. He's hitting 125 with no home runs and no RBIs. He's got less than average power. He's got better than average contact, and he's got about average speed. But the tying run is now at third base, but there's 2 outs. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. 0-1. That's in there for called second strike, and Batch Wilson finds himself in a hole. 0-2. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1-2. And that's a shot into the outfield, and this game is tied, folks.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God bless it.
He's coming for home.
Yeah.
And they're going to get that go-ahead run.
That's the game-winning run right there. God bless it.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Jack Cracker, 3 for 4 with 3 singles and an RBI. Bases clearing double, which not only ties but puts the Jacks ahead 1-0. 7-6, 1-0.
Jeez.
Leaving the game is Batch Wilson, and coming in is Immaculo Spectaculo, the relief pitcher. He's got a 4.61 ERA, a 1.39 WHIP. He's got 15 strikeouts. He's locked in, but his fitness is weak. His velocity is down about average. His junk is still exceptional, and his accuracy is better than average. He does not have full stamina. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup, and the Beewolves have to come up with a run. Hanley Dexter is 1 for 4. Billy LeBlanc 1 for 4 with a strikeout, and Steve Monstour 4 for 4 with a home run and a double. Immaculo Spectaculo. Going to get our first look at Spectaculo. Dexter is his 10th, but fits. He's 1 for 4 with a single, hitting 241.
First pitch comes across. Wow, I made it in there. Inside corner, strike 1, 0-1 the count.
Oh.
Second one, he swung way early, 0-2. He hits that one into the gap down the right field side. He's going to be on first base. Good hit there by Dick Stairs. When it was looking bad at first, he hung in there.
Yeah, he can really take some speed off the ball. So he sets you up with that fast one and then pulls the LeBlanc 1 for 4. That's a shot. And that's caught by the second baseman. Stairs is able to get back.
If Steve Monstour takes this out pitch, and he's 4 for 4 on the day, this game is over. There goes Dexteris, and the throw is going to be in time. They get him. Doggone it. Dexteris, he's one of the fastest. That one's up the middle in the center field. It's going to be a single. Excuse me.
Juice Jackson. Laura Franco, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. She's hitting 462. She's locked in. This would be a great time for a home run, Franco. That one's high. Ball 1. 1-0. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. There's a shot. It's high. Is it going to be deep? It's not going to be deep enough. It's caught deep on the warning track by Jack Cracker, and the Beewolves lose again.
Oh, boy. Well, they got the offense. It looks like they got the offense going now, Pete. They got the offense together. That was a total defensive meltdown. That was...
Well, it was offensive, too. I mean, there were base running errors that if we hadn't been committed, we may have been able to extend the score.
Yeah. I mean, 16 hits, 6 runs, and they gave it all up at the end of the game there in the 8th and 9th innings. 5 runs in those 2 innings, and the Jacks really came. They got to hand it to the Jacks. They hung in there and came back and showed why they're first place.
They did, and to be honest with you, they're a very superficial team. I think once they started making substitutions, you saw that this team is, they're racked, man. There's a lot of really, really burnt out players on this team. But the Beewolves did what they had to do. They for the most part, kept the ball in the park, which takes away the Jacks' strength. I mean, they're a home run hitting team, but Yeah, a couple of base running blunders, a couple of pitching mistakes. It's it's the little things here and there. Yeah. So Dexteris he winds up 2 for 5, which is good. I mean, he was 0 for 2 and got 10s. He scored a run.
How about Steve Monstour, 5 for 5?
Yeah, he's making a very definite argument for being the starter. 5 for 5. He scored 2 runs. He hit a home run. Had 3 RBIs. LeBoink struck out. He was 1 for 5. That's uncharacteristic. Franco 2 for 5. She was a little off her game today too. Torrance 3 for 4 though with an RBI. So yeah, it was a good game. We should have won it. Really should have won it.
We should have. Ball throws 5.2 innings, gets 9 hits off for 2 earned runs, and throws 1 strikeout. Moonstar comes in, throws just over an inning, gets 4 hits, 4 earned runs, and 1 home run off her, and that's kind of what turned things. Bashar comes in, gets only 1 hit, gets back out really quick. Lapata comes in then and gets the win, throws basically hardly
3
anything.
Pitches.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's
faced 1 batter.
He's 1-0 with a save, and then the save goes to Spectacular, who's 1-0-2 on the season.
Yeah, and over for the Beewolves, Harley Bender pitched 7 really good innings. I mean, just amazing innings. He only gave up 3 hits. He had 2 earned runs. He winds up with 8 strikeouts on the day. Gave up 1 home run. His ERA's down to 6.12. Doesn't get a decision. It's a no decision for Bender. Dusty Winder comes in, faces 2/3 pitches 2/3 of an inning, which means he faced 2 batters. Well, no, he gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs. He had 1 strikeout. His ERA is up to 3.31, and then the loss goes to Avery, who pitched an inning and a third, and again he gave up 3 hits and 2 earned runs, and 1 strikeout. Not a great performance from our bullpen at all. I mean, there's 7 hits. Our starting pitcher went 7 innings and only gave up 3 hits. These guys went 2 innings and gave up 7 hits and 5 earned runs.
Yeah, well, the bullpen is gassed. They had to come in relief from Deshaun Levon, and they were called on right back to back. So
well, that was the thing, and we Bender did what we asked him. He went 7 innings. All we wanted from Dusty Winder was 1 inning. All we wanted him to do is pitch 1 inning. We brought in Smack Avery, and like I said, we were hoping he'd just go 3. Have to go 1 inning, but wound up having to bring him in early. But first star of the game is the Beewolves' Steve Monstour, 5 for 5, a home run, a double, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs.
That is a great game. That's a great game for the Jacks. Log Freely, 2 for 4, got that home run early. Double, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs.
And then rounding him out, the third star of the game, finally showing up and looking like a superstar, Hurley Bender, 7 innings pitched, gave up 3 hits, only 2 earned runs, and had 8 strikeouts. So a great outing by Hurley Bender. Unfortunately, it was in a losing effort. So Tommy G, 8 hits, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and 5 strikeouts. I wound up with 8 hits, 3 RBIs, and 5 strikeouts. Tommy G gets 52%, and I get 48%.
Basically, the home run was the only difference.
Yeah. Well, that was a big difference, though. It was a 3-run home run.
If I must say so.
That was a huge difference maker. God, I am so aggravated.
Yeah.
Gina Torrance runs around the ball.
Yeah, that was in a loop around it. Was that going to be the third out?
It might have been. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see your video. But
yeah,
and then,
you can see it coming.
The outfielders. I don't understand why we can't steal. Like you said, Hanley Dexteris is one of the fastest players on our team.
And he was running, I think, before the pitcher even started to deliver.
Yeah.
Like I hit it, and I'm like, oops. And he was off. And then he just lead weights on his ankles.
Yeah. I mean, it was nowhere even close. It was obvious he was way out. And you're like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Same thing with the outfielders. When the ball gets into the outfield, it's like they're running so slow. And you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Is there a speed button or something that I'm supposed to be hitting? I don't understand.
Well, that was a tough. What?
That was a tough loss. Yeah, I agree.
That was a tough loss, and it's going to be. Luckily they got a home stretch here, so we're not going anywhere. They got the Blowfish are coming in town. There's next game. Beavers Ortiz is going to take them out against El Bradwick before the Burners come in. So we want to win these next couple games before heading out to Tacoma. And now we got the record of 2-11. We got these. Let's see the other. Should we do these other games right now? There's 22 other games to call from around. Let's do this now.
Okay.
Well, all right. Here, the Gold Coats at the Herbisaurs. Tell me how it went.
Gold Coats and the Herbisaurs. Gold Coats jumped out to an early lead and hold on to win it 4-2.
Sandcats went up to Washington to visit the Arctics. The Arctics won 4-2.
Buzzards and the Hot Corners. Hot Corners jump out to an early lead, but the Buzzards come back and take it 4-3.
Warblers go to Hawaii, and they go ahead 6-5 to win.
The Outlaws and the Crocs. The Outlaws take that one 6-1.
Sawteeth go down to L.A. to visit the Blowfish, and the Blowfish give them a tough fight, but the Sawteeth win 12-11.
Platypi and the Wild Pigs. The Platypi win that one easily 4-2.
Overdogs go to Detroit, and they win big 5-1 against the Heaters.
The Sirloins and the Moonstars. The Sirloins jump out and never look back and take that one 6-0.
Freebooters go out to Detroit and win 7-0 over the Moose.
The Grapplers and the Water Bullets. The Grapplers win that 7-1.
Outlaws go to Philly to visit the Frontrunners, and the Frontrunners take it 5-2.
Final in 12. The Wide Loads and the Burners. The Wide Loads battle back and take it 5-2.
These Jacks then went on to Washington to play the Arctics, and the Arctics pound them 12-3.
The Herbisaurs and the Freedom. That's a tight one, but the Herbisaurs win 2-1.
Grapplers in San Jose go out to the Buzzards in Colorado, and Grapplers take it 7-5.
The Moonstars and the Hot Corners. In a low-scoring affair, but the Moonstars win it 5-1.
Nemesis go to Houston to visit the Crocs, and the Crocs jump out, and they stay ahead 9-4.
Gold Coats and the Wild Pigs. The Gold Coats jump out to an early lead and never look back, take that one 6-0.
Platypi go out to Denver, or to Colorado, and they win 7-2 over the Warblers.
Burners and the Sandcats. The Burners take that one 8-5.
Sawteeth visit the Sirloins in St. Louis, and it's close, but the Sawteeth win 3-2.
That's how she shakes out there.
So,
wow.
Tell us, Pete, what do you see?
Over there in the Pioneer Conference, Tommy, the Pathfinder Division, the Burners are holding on to a half-game lead over the Freedom. The Burners with a 9-5 record, while the Freedom behind, again, just a half game behind them at 8-5.
In the Uncharted Division there, the Wild Pigs of New York are still, I think, the top team in the league. They got a 10-4 record, followed thereafter by the Platypi, who are 9-5.
In the Journey Division, the Freebooters are holding on to a half-game lead over both the Arctics and the Sandcats. The Freebooters have an 8-5 record, while the Arctics and the Sandcats have an 8-6 record. So, by virtue of the schedule, the Freebooters are holding a half-game lead over those two teams.
Very nice. Over here in the Explorer Conference, Seafarer Division, the Gold Coats have a half-game lead. They got a 9-5 record over the Jacks, who are 8-5. And again, Pete, we're going to play the Jacks one more time this season, so we'll get another shot at them in Houston.
I hope so. Down here in our very own trade division, the Herbisaurs are holding a one-game lead over the Nemesis. Herbisaurs with an 8-6 record, while the Nemesis are at 500 at 7-7. Our Beewolves, of course, a lowly 2-11, winning percentage of .154. They are 5.5 games back with a negative 47 run differential, which I think is the worst in the league.
Yes, I'm looking around. I don't see any worse than that. By 10.
Yeah.
The next is the Hot Corners, who are negative 37. But they're starting to get the bats going, Pete. I do feel good about the changes they're making. To finish it off in the Curiosity Division, the Wide Loads out there in New York are... So we got two New York teams who are at the top of their division. Wide Loads are 8-6, and they are locked in with everybody in the division.
I was going to say, that whole division is in first place.
It's 8-6. The Wide Loads, Sawteeth, Moonstars, and Warblers. Boy, that doesn't get any closer.
No, it doesn't. Wow, they're going to have to start playing each other more often. That's ridiculous. How can you all be tied for first place?
Well, We're going to get going. Before we
86.
do, just a quick look at this blowfish thing popped up on my screen here. The blowfish can be in town. Look at the physical condition on their notable players. They're all juiced.
Oh, wow.
And,
Gutterson's tense, though.
yeah, well, Steed's on fire. And juiced. Look at that. Power, contact, speed, 5 home runs. Just pitch
Yep.
away from them. Just don't pitch to them. Just walk them.
Well, that is an option. We can do that at times if we're,
Yeah.
And again, look at ours. Dexterous is, again, he's in the freaking tank again. He's juiced, but he's in the tank.
Yeah.
He's tense.
Ugh, he's
Monstour is well, so he's not 100% physically. He's well, but he's, like, locked in, right? On fire.
Yeah. All right, well, that'll wrap it up here for tonight. We'll have the next game against these blowfish here in the building. Hopefully we do a little bit better. I know we're getting the offense. They just got to tighten things up defensively. But until then, this is Tommy G.
This is PJ, and we're saying, get out of here.
Good night.